I think is now the sales has changed. People used to think that we should have a very good communication skills so we can transfer. That is the essential thing. But now people, content is everywhere, information is everywhere. So you need to communicate the right message.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Startup Story Spotlight. This is your host, Lata, and this is where we bring you insightful conversations from the world of startups. And joining with me on today's episode is the co founder of a home automation company called Smart Note. Uh, Thanks, Parth, for joining us on this conversation. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Lata. How are you? Thanks for having me here. It's my great pleasure that we can talk on the industry and you are more interested in the industry.
Very
So
delighted to
yes.
have you here. I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking. Parth, you started with your co-founder SmartNode in 2014, almost seven,
Yeah,
8 years back.
yeah.
Why? What opportunity did you see in the home automation industry that you decided to dive into in 2014?
Okay, so let me just tell you that why we started and what are the reasons behind that. So there is always, if you see 2014, 2014 is the in India itself. It's an internet wave. So Geo have started. So the new industry in the internet side is growing like anything. So if you see any internet industry, so we used to read the things and everything. So we got to know that electrical industry is also revolution in this segment. So that is going to be a IoT based electrical industry in near future. So we thought we are good in that. So our background is electronics engineer. So we already worked some project in that side. So we think that we can do better in that thing, and we found that this is the best opportunity in India because internet is about to came now, so it's just starting. So then, so that inspired us to do something, and we want to do something by own, and we want to contribute something towards the nation by doing something. So that are the things which inspired us to do better in the industry.
Contribution to the nation is always the biggest driver of entrepreneurs, right?
Right. So when we come up after the college, there will be two choice. Either you stay India or you go stay out of India, right? So
Right.
we decide to be here, to do something by own, and by doing something by own, and uh, give something to the nations. So that is the main thing.
That's great. And luckily that ended up being a good decision, right?
Yeah. So we as of now at this stage we thought that it's the good decision we have taken, and the person who have go outside, they see us and they are also saying that you are doing quite good there. So that also feel us good at that this moment.
And on that, sorry, I won't extend this a lot, but because you mentioned this point that, the people who decided to go outside in 2014 are now actually coming back and
Back.
starting their startups here now in India,
Yeah,
right?
no,
They're
right.
coming back.
So, yeah, yeah.
So,
So that is the main thing. Now, see, after 2017-18, people are thinking that is the century of India, and then so we visualize before that, and that is a good
exactly.
time for us now. Yeah.
Very well. Okay, so Parth, let's understand about your company and what all products and offerings do you have at SmartNote for the consumers?
Okay. So let me just introduce that what we are doing. So whatever you are doing at your home, that you can convert or you can operate through mobile, Alexa, Google Home, right? So you start from your gate, you are opening your gate through uh, manually so that you can operate through our mobile application. So we are making a hardware which are controlling these parts.
Okay.
So the automation can be used on three way. One is conveniency. So you will get convenient, right? You can operate your home from anywhere in the world. So that is one thing you will get from the automation. Second thing is uh, security part. So security is always there. I'll explain you in the case study that how that will secure your home also. And the third is the energy saving. So you can use dimming and all that in the energy saving part. So energy also can be saved. So we are giving you all the products which hardware which are going to install at your home and that you can control from the mobile application with various applications. And if I'll talk about the company, what we have done till date is, so company's vision is to make people life smarter and better. And our mission is to uh, be the leading player in IoT based electrical product. So if you see a electrical industry or any industry, it's moving towards electronics, right? Every industry is moving toward electronics. Watch market, TV market, car market, every industry is moving towards electronics. So same way, electrical switch market, all electrical market is moving toward electronics. And it's called as a IoT base. So it connects with the internet and you can do whatever you want to do. So we want to be leading in that industry. And till date, this in since 7 years, we have pan India channel partner network across India. We have 150 plus team now. We are 150 plus team, and almost we have done 15,000 installation. 15,000 home can be is converted by us, and more than 10-12,000 people are using our application as of now.
Okay. And just double clicking on when you said 15,000 installations you've already done till date. Can you tell me which cities majorly in India were accounting for those?
Okay. So we
Where
based
was
out in
basically,
Gujarat.
sorry, my basic question is, where was the demand for this home automation more?
Okay. So see, what we think is now this is going to be a very booming market. It is going on very good pace. So every tier one and tier two city have a good potential of automation. But the major city which are giving good business is Pune market because there is a technocrat people. Bangalore is good. Chennai is good. Delhi North market is very good because that segment standard of living in the north. We being in West people, we know that the standard of living of North people are quite high. They are spending more on the luxury side. So we thought everywhere in the India we have a demand. But if you talk about smart node, we have a very good network in Delhi, Chennai. Chennai we have a second office. So Chennai we have a good opportunity. Bombay we are doing good. Pune we are doing good. Ahmedabad is very good market. Surat, Rajkot. So almost we have a pan India presence, but these are the area where we are actually doing good there.
Wow. So I'm actually happy to know that even Rajkot and Surat is demanding this. So that's interesting.
Yeah. So if see the people who rooted in the India, they know that the potential of tier two city is very high. So all people we wanted that we want to go in tier one, but tier two city also have that potential to spend the money in this kind of thing. Even Bhubaneswar we are doing good. Lot of cities are there where we consider it as a tier two, but they have a good potential. So we believe that all over India, we believe and we are very bullish towards Indian growth that we have market everywhere in India.
Okay, so Parth clearly means to say as long as India keeps growing, his company is definitely going to keep growing.
Yeah, 100% will grow in as well as Indian market, and we are planning for international expansion.
Very well. Awesome. Okay, Parth, so tell me, let's talk about the industry a bit, about home automation industry. What are some new trends that have come up in this industry lately?
See, I'll tell you about the industry story, how industry grow and what
Please go
happened
ahead.
in the industry. Yeah.
Please.
So what was the home automation industry initially was, it used to be a very costly system. So if you think that on 3 BHK, 4 BHK, 3 BHK cost of the home automation system used to be a very high, right? So at that time, the automation cost is that high that the person who can afford that is very minimal. So what we did is we make it a good product with the affordability.
Okay.
because India used to be a value for money customer always, not price sensitive. We consider it as a value for money customers are there. So we make it, and India is a very good market where we can please that market. So we thought that, so there are three, I think, complex problem we have solved. The one is the technology used to be a complex one. So you need to do a rewiring of your whole home, and that wiring should be done as per the company norms and that kind of thing. So we remove that. We make a retrofit product. So existing people also can afford the things, right? The second thing which we did is
This was
the
before
technology.
2014.
Yeah, it was before internet era. It used to be like that.
Okay.
Okay. So the second thing is the technology complexity. So only engineers level people. So implementation was very hard. So in this case, we make it very simple, said that lot of more people can come in the industry. So the industry can be a big. Actually, initially it used to be a, in city you will find 3 4 people are doing automation, but we bring more people because we make it very convenient for them to learn the new things. So industry awareness was not there, so we make them educated, and we come up with that solution also. And the third one is the price. So we solve these three problems, and we make a total team, the total addressable market, a bigger one. So the more people and the more players can come in this.
Okay. Understood. So, talking about again, sorry, coming back to the trends that we were talking about, are there any surprises that we probably wouldn't have heard in the home automation lately? कि ये भी हो सकता है, अब ये भी हो सकता है. Do you have any such trend for us in mind
But
right
see,
now?
I'll tell you some of the features which we have already have, and we are coming with the new things. Right? If you are driving your home to the home or office, right? So when you pass 1 kilometer area of your office, if you left something on, the automatically that gets turned off. So that is geofencing. So
Okay.
geofencing is that you can fence your area like in your home. If you are if you we live alone, and if we are going outside, then we wanted that our rooms gets everything gets turned off. So we don't need to do anything. They'll detect us and they'll continuously do the things, right? So this is the things. In future, people will see if AI is introduced with, if we will, once we have more and more data, we can map your routine also. Let 6:30 Lata need and geyser to be turned on. So you don't need to do anything. It gets automatically, you will get a hot water at 6:30, right? So it can map with your alarm also. So when you will wake up before that 30 minutes, the geyser will turn on. So if you are outside your home and you have enabled the away mode, then with different uh, location, different time, the light will get turned on and your security alarm gets turned on. So whenever something happens, you will get the things. So these are the new things where people will get all their access through mobile application and that things. So these are going to be a new trend where you don't need to do anything. Your routine and your system will adapt the things as it is.
That routine part is very interesting, but I really hope it doesn't make people lazier than ever.
Yeah. So people, this is the interesting story. I want to interrupt in that case.
Go ahead,
So
go ahead.
when we pitch to the customer, people say that this will make us lazy. Okay. So any conveniency, so it increase convenience. So you need to select and you need to see. See, no one is doing exercise by turning on and off the switches, right? I used to say that हम किसी का वेट करते हैं, आए ना तो उसको बोल दे कि भाई ये टर्न ऑफ कर देना. We are not that kind of people कि रोज स्विच चालू बंद करने में एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, right? So home is, we need to understand the emotion behind home. So home is the place where you need comfort. We have all hectic day and everything, right? पूरे दिन तो काम है ही है. So we need a place where we can relax, we can get a comfort in our life, right? So these are these kind of the things which can give you that thing. So as of now, we used to say to all the things that this is not a that makes you lazy. It gives you convenience. If you think like that, see how car, if you see, it saves the time, but if you use the cycle, it will use your energy and you will be healthier one, right? But you use a car or scooter to go somewhere else, right? So always a technology bring you convenience. So it's up to us that how we are looking in this case, right?
So to conclude this, that technology doesn't really make you lazy, it's just making you more productive and giving you time so
Yeah,
that you can concentrate on the most important things in your life,
yes,
right?
that is the main thing actually. Yes.
Fair. That's true. That's true. Okay, so tell us, Parth, what differentiations do you have with your products, with your offerings that we don't see in the market? How are you different from others?
Okay.
And give us few
So
points.
yeah. So one thing that is main point is the all product. See, I'll tell you about the story. The whole product is designed, developed, and manufactured by our team. That is the main thing. I'll tell you when we think design. So firmware design, PCB design. When people say manufacture in India, there are two meaning. One can import the PCB board and then make it in the box and they can sell it. That is one process. That is also people say we are making it. Okay. The second thing is we are designing the PCB. We are making firmware here. The server is here. Everything is here. So we
Okay.
are not dependent to anyone. So we are real Make in India company where our R&D people and everyone is working towards the make good and good product. Okay, so we think the Make in India concept help us to differentiate from the
So you're actually
different.
manufacturing that.
Yeah, we are designing, developing everything we are doing. So when we call that Samsung making a phone here, right? They are making mobile here. So what they are doing? They are just making a assembling here, not manufacturing. So the development and everything. So we call as a product-based company. We are not calling Samsung. Samsung development is done in Korea itself, right? So when we say that the Make in India concept, so what that help us to differentiate that we can customize the solution.
Okay.
So I'll tell you, we have just installed our product in Indian Railway, where
Okay.
people are talking about, right? So where we use the Indian Railway have started a train from Simla to Jammu,
Okay.
Kalwa, and a lot of ministers and this ultra like it's a very luxurious train, right? So we have given them two curtain and two window on a single screen where they can operate the things, right? So being a manufacturer, we can customize as per the requirement, as per the customer requirement. The second is the product which we are developing. We can sure about the things because home is that also that people are sensitive about. So they need a more reliable product. So once we are developing, we are confident about the product. So reliability of the product, so through which we can differentiate ourselves, and the sum of the solution, technical solution through which we are category differentiate ourselves from the competitor.
Okay. So, just to elaborate on the train that you mentioned and what you've done in that curtain, can you just, explain that a bit to everybody who's curious to understand? चल क्या
Okay.
रहा है train में?
So that is what I am telling you. The potential of India. We have never thought that the Indian Railway government may be that पीछे लगेगी, right? So these are the things that the way we are saying that potential is everywhere. So what they did is they have a Dome train, right? अभी वंदे भारत और वो सब में वो है. So what they have done is कि window और curtain के लिए you were given and switch. So they have installed a motorized curtain and motorized window there. So you just need to tap a switch, so it will get open. So if you close it, then so we have given a touch for that. So traditional switch was the problem there. So you cannot indicate that what is a open button, what is a close button. So we have made a customized touch in which we have written window and curtain, so they can open close. So clearly user get an idea that मुझे इससे क्या करना है. So they'll get to know about the things.
And everybody has their own switch, or
Yeah.
does it?
So yeah. So every curtain, every जो हम बोलते हैं कि berth have their own one switch. So there is 50-60 touch in one bogie itself.
Okay, and but since we're talking about railways, right? So, is it affordable very much, or
Yeah,
is it
it's
on the path
affordable and
of affordability?
part of the affordability also, and they are making some luxurious things. So they wanted that user can get more convenience also. So this is again the thing. Yeah.
Okay,
And the
that's
life of the things also. Yeah. Life of the thing is also good in this case. That is why.
Okay. Okay, tell us, how did you get your first customer back in 2014 when you guys just started?
Okay, so I used
And
to
I'm
do
sure
the sales.
I'm sure you'd have a story, because guys, this is the chief sales officer of SmartNote, so he definitely has a lot of sales stories. So please go ahead.
No, so I have started sales by myself. So first customer is from my end only. So what we did is initially the same like we do is we introduce some to our good connects and uncle and that kind of thing. So initially we did alpha and beta testing and everything. Then after that we started it to promote it to the bigger area. So the first customer was the customer who was uh, getting a problem in this automation system.
Okay.
So what we did is we solved that problem and we proposed our solution there. So we got a wildcard entry and we got that order. It's a big order in our region, so we can use the name in the different region of the thing. So that kind of people we have converted with our technical ability and the convincing power. So we convert some other companies' order in our case, and we solve their issues. So they trust us and they give us very big order. Because see, when you are new, so people won't trust you easily. So to gain a trust is very important thing in that case. So how we got is we clear some doubts of that person, and we solve that real problem where what they are facing actually. So through that we got our first customer, and then the story is going on and on.
So that's how you got your first client. Great. So whether this customer was somebody from your contacts, somebody you knew?
No. We got from the one of the dealers. So we work on dealer. So dealer got a problem with the dealer got a connect there, and then he connected us.
Understood. Okay. But a very interesting question. In home automation, standardization of the products is a main challenge, because let's say I have an appliance in my home that's 10 or 20 years that's been bought 20 years ago or 10 years ago or 5 years ago, and somebody else could have a different appliance, right? So quality wise, how so it really affects the home automation quality as well, right? So how
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
So
how do you address to the challenge?
Yeah, so the thing is, as of now, the product which we are saying, you are right in that case that standardization of product is not there. So that is also advantage. That being a new brand, that is advantage to us also. The reason behind that, every home need a different requirement. So we being in manufacturer, so that is why lot of Chinese players are not there and not there. The reason behind that requirement is unique every case. They need a different logo, they need a different color and everything. So being in manufacturer, we got an advantage out of that, and through that, so now we are working on some standardization, and we have enough data of 6-7 years that what are the standard products, but the total number of product will be a bigger one. But now we are in a world that with that data, we can standardize the thing. Otherwise, you are right that everyone have their own requirement. So as of now, we are making on that way only. Like you consulted us that I want to automate my home. So whenever our dealer or whenever our person will come there, they'll show you the options, the sample only. So the order will be made based on your requirement itself. We manufacture it in 3 days and we are sending back and they are installing it. So you will get a unique piece at your home that no one have around you at that time. So that also make us a good entry point that everyone have their own requirement, and we take it as a challenge. We take it as an opportunity, not as a challenge. But now to scale it up, now when we are in a good scale, now to make it a bigger way, we need to standardize. So some part we are standardizing, but we are always works on customization. So customization will always be there in automation.
Okay. So you believe, you believe to scale a home automation business, one is, standardizing the service, and the other is customizing it.
Yeah. So customization is very important in this case. Yes.
Okay. Of course, you know better, but fair. I think.
But to make it scale, we require to standardize something.
Acha.
Yeah.
Okay. Some few things that can be standardized.
Easily available, so that can be easily moved.
Okay.
That we are working on.
Got it. So that's your strategy for scaling the home automation business. Okay.
Yes.
Understood. Okay. Very well. I have all the answers now. Parth, let's get to a quick rapid question round that I want to do with you. You have to answer me very quickly, and they're very short answers. So, just be at your best. Tell me how competitive is your pricing, and don't elaborate. Just tell me how competitive is your pricing.
Very competitive. It's value for money.
Okay, very competitive. Okay. Do you want to elaborate a little?
Anita, we say value for money. So whatever we are charging, we are giving that facility to the customer. So we don't want to be a competitive like a lower one, but whatever we are promising and what we are charging, we are delivering that more to the customer.
So is it in the premium section or is it in the other section right now?
Premium section. Home automation always will be in the premium.
Okay, because there's premium, there's quality.
Yeah, both premium, quality, both, and customized. So these three things people are.
Okay. What is the market size of home automation industry and how fast is it growing? I heard some crazy numbers. Do you want to tell everyone?
Yeah. So the home automation industry itself is you can see a very fizzy word that people are talking when automation is concerned. People are considering the CCTV, security, everything. So we have a big number that is a 40,000 crore market as of now, and it is growing 30% annually. But I'll tell you, we are growing at 3x pace every time. Our revenue is increasing 3x. So industry is growing very good. But to consider what is the market size, so I'll say 2,000, 3,000 crore industry in specifically automation. So if we consider everything in that case, then it's a huge industry. In India, I'm saying. Not
Okay, understood. And is the demand for home automation increasing in the middle class families now?
Yeah. So the future home automation customer will be middle class, if we consider higher middle class, lower higher class, and higher class. So that three will be the. So it is going to be like an common amenities like AC, TV, fridge. Those who are affording a good TV, good AC, they can afford it.
Right, fair. Depends also on the electronics that people are able to afford.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What is the average spent by Indians on home automation? Average spend, if you have an idea.
Okay. So if you talk about 1 CR home, then they are spending easily. They can spend 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs in a home automation, and up to 15-20 lakhs also they can spend. So based on their interest.
Okay, so somewhere in the, let's say, 2-3%
of the total value of the asset.
ठीक है, very well depending on their affordability.
Yeah, so very well depending on their interest and their things also. But there are.
So, Parth, tell us what is the future of smart node that you see right now?
Okay, so I'll tell you, Lata, we believe that India needed a product-based company, good product-based company that can go into the international market and that can compete with the international player. So what we want to be is, we want to be a leading player in the IoT industry in IoT based industry, electrical industry, where we will go international. We are developing such product which are acceptable in the international market, and no one have developed that in India. So we will keep ourselves updated with the latest technology. We'll develop that product, and we want to be a product-based company that can go into the international market, and the smart node can sell the product throughout in the international market. So this is what the plan of the smart node.
Okay, fair. And the future of India very much lies in R&D, manufacturing, and product-based companies, right?
Yeah. So what we think is the R&D sector is very important in India, and every world is moving toward electronics. So here in India, we can do more research on electronics, and we can make good products that we can export also. And India itself is a very good market, so we can consume that things here.
सही है, तो पैसा भी है, I think potential भी है, and we can work on that. India for the world.
Yeah, so that is the main thing. So when the outer money will come, the people will get prosperous, right? That is the main thing.
True. Understood. All ठीक है. Okay, last question I have for you is anybody who wants to install home automation in their homes or in their offices, please tell them what advice would you give to them, what to be careful about, what to look at while installing or while getting somebody to install a home automation at their places.
Okay, so automation have 3 advantages which I told you. One is conveniency, so you will get an elegant touch, which is elegant keypads out of that. So one, a beautiful, if you are spending a lot on home interior and then you should have a very good switches also, right? So that is one thing. Second thing is you can use it as a commercial, people can use it as a energy saving, and the third one is the security. So if anyone is installing that, they need to do this. So when someone is installing the product, what they need to see is how is the product, how is the warranty they are giving, what are the players which is installing the product, what knowledge they are carrying, and how old the company is. So these are the things. See, lot of new established companies are coming in this segment, but we need to see that how old they in the specific industry. Like a lot of electrical companies are coming in the industry. So it's the future of switch. So they are coming, but they are coming with which product and which things. So these are the things people need to see. People are very much, they are not that much known about the solution. So they need to understand more about the solution, and they need to prioritize that thing.
So they can research either on the internet before that, or they can
that
even
also
contact you guys, Smart Node.
Yeah. They can connect us. We will connect the local partner. They can give you good service, and then.
Awesome. So, Parth, a very bonus question, because you've been into sales. You've been doing sales last 7-8 years. Please tell us, if anybody wants to go into sales, what are the basic skills they must have today in 2023?
See, I'll tell you. I have to be very frank, I'm not a sales guy. I have just done the electronics. But what I think is now the sales has changed. People used to think that we should have a very good communication so we can transfer. That is the essential thing. But now people, content is everywhere, information is everywhere. So you need to communicate the right message. Okay. Right information to the customer is very important. What I believe is, because if you will make a fool to someone, they'll search it out in the Google. So it is already there that it is not going to happen, right? So in that case, that will be the problem for you and your reliability also. So I
Okay.
think the right information passing in a recent digital world is very important for any person to come in the sale. Right
Okay.
approach and attitude. So that is
Okay.
the things which I think.
Be honest and fair with your customers. Very important
Yeah.
sales skill. Okay. Understood.
Because
Thank you so much.
when it used to be a older one that people are not knowing. So if you are saying they are trusting you, they are say okay. But now they can
Now it's
cross check
digital.
your
Yeah.
things.
Sure.
So
Okay.
everything is there, right, on internet.
Bilkul. Yes. Guy, thank you so much, Parth, for joining on this conversation. It was really great having you. And guys, please subscribe to the channel if and we'll bring you more such insightful conversations. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.